Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. We've got the second showcase for today out of both the 217 EZAs. Now of course we're going to be doing the Hellfighter 17. There's going to be a parallel between some of the numbers because the other 17 I did have 3 dupes in, so almost rainbowed, whereas this one I only have 1. So in terms of the numbers, I said the parallel in terms of numbers they both put out, there's going to be a distinct difference, but the Hellfighter 17 is the more offensive of the 2 EZAs, so I'm expecting good things. Very good things, considering how much damage the AGL EZA 17, how much damage he was putting out in that video. Like, that was actually insane. So with this one being the more offensive, even though he does have less dupes, I'm expecting good things. We're going to be running them on rotation with the EZA Super 17, because they do share, I think, 6 links together that they link incredibly well together. He actually links really well with the LR17 as well, sharing 5 links. He actually, funny enough, links very well with Shenron units, but unfortunately they don't go in the same category. But yeah, any Super 17 unit he links really well with. He links quite well with the other EZA 17 as well, which is nice. You know, 13, the Dokkan Fest androids. So yeah, he's got a pretty decent link set, and not to mention as well, EZA Super 17 is a phenomenal unit, like such a good EZA. So having them two on rotation together should actually work out pretty well. But as always, if you have been enjoying the content, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. But we're going to hop into the old Goku event and see what this Hellfighter EZA 17 can do. So here we are, guys. We've actually got him immediately on rotation with Super 17 and also the other Tech 17. I'm pretty sure where it says whose name includes 17, I'm pretty sure Super 17 kind of falls in that category as well. Because on the wiki and in his passive, it purely just says an ally whose name includes 17. Which this one does. So I'm guessing even with Super 17, it should come off as well. But in terms of what his stats are looking like, we have a 300... I mean, it's definitely active right now. A 367k attack stat. So that is about 100k, if not more. I think it's like around about 100k. That's 100k more than the AGL EZA 17. The defense is about 100k lower, but that's to be expected considering this one is the more offensive unit. These two as like a partnership on a rotation must be so fun to use. Like, it must really be fun to use. We have every single link of his active as well. So Android Assault is giving us an extra defense plus 10%. Fear and Faith is key plus 2. Brutal Beatdown attack plus 10%. Nightmare attack plus 10%. Shocking Speed is key plus 2. GT is key plus 2. And we're getting an extra 15% on attack from Fierce Battle. I'll tell you what, it is looking good. It is looking incredibly good. I can't wait to see the type of damage this Hellfighter EZA 17 is putting out. Especially considering how good the damage output on the AGL one was. I don't know why I keep saying it like that either, because the AGL one's called Android 17, whereas this is just called Hellfighter 17. I'm hoping Super 17 doesn't do too much damage here. Because I want to see this. He has type disadvantage, but he may get a crit, but we're not worried about that. 2.9 mil. That's still pretty good. Don't forget, he is going to raise his attack and defense on Super as well. So, you know, obviously, as I said, there is going to be a slight parallel because of the Android 17 having 3 dupes, whereas this one only has 1. But I'll tell you what, man, it is definitely impressive. Definitely impressive. So I have reloaded back in. This time we've got the free-to-play LR androids on the team. And we don't have immediately the best rotation. We do have some links active. He's still getting the attack, and you're still getting the extra 170% on attack. But now we're going to see what he's going to be putting out without all of his links active. But what he's going to be putting out against. He is also getting attack and defense plus 30% because of Android 13. But we are going to see what he's going to be doing in terms of damage with the LR free-to-play androids on the team with their minus, what is it, 78% defense? So 3.1 million attack stat. As I said, there is a clear difference, of course, because this one only has 1 dupe, where the other has 3. So I would really like to see what this one does with either the same amount of dupes or rainbowed, because, you know, there's not too much difference in stats once it goes from like 3 dupes to rainbow. But I would definitely like to see it. I would definitely like to see him with equal amount of dupes to the Android 17 EZA. But so far, they are both really good EZAs. You know, this one, you know, the Hellfighter one being more offensive, the other one being more defensive. They are both really good EZAs, but in terms of what he does, the leader skill again with him is neither here nor there. You know, an int and fizz type leader. On super attack, he does raise attack and defense, as I've already mentioned, by 30% for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage to enemy with a medium chance of stunning, which is only a 20% chance to stun, but it is a chance to stun nonetheless. Which indeed can be useful for SBR and ESBR. On his passive, he does get attack and defense plus 120. And gets the additional attack, the additional defense plus 120 when performing a super attack. So obviously that is going to be the major difference as well. Not only just because mine has a a difference in 2 dupes. Is of course, and this is where their EZAs are kind of weird, because one of them, I'm pretty sure, gets an additional attack when performing a super attack, and then the additional attack when the name includes 17. Whereas this one has the additional defense, but then the additional attack when an ally includes 17. Let me actually check it just to like make sure I'm not actually talking complete was. So EZA, yeah, it's really weird. It makes these two incredibly well balanced. Do you know what? I actually wouldn't mind if they went down the route of the Hellfighter one gets the additional attack plus 170 and gets the additional, you know, attack when performing a super attack. So obviously with the 2 extra dupes and the fact he's getting 120 when performing a super attack, that's also one of the two. Those are the two key major factors as to why the Android 17 EZA is putting out more numbers than the Hellfighter EZA. They're not too distant from each other, you know, and that's obviously because this 17 is obviously putting out, you know, or getting the additional attack plus 170 from there being a 17 ally attacking in the same turn. But they're not too different, even with the you know, the difference in, what is it, 2 dupes. But I would definitely like to see this 17 of where he's kind of sitting at and what numbers he's putting out with the same amount of dupes as the EZA Android 17. But the Hellfighter 17 is putting out just over 3 milli, and that is with 2 less dupes. And of course the defense on when performing a super attack, but of course he does get more attack because there is a 17 ally attacking in the same turn. So now we have them back on the rotation, of course, and there's also the added bonus of the free-to-play ally androids and their minus 78% defense, which I still can't believe they have that just sitting on their passive. That is still so good. But in terms of the remainder of his passive, of course, the additional defense plus 120 when performing a super attack, which is quite nice. It actually gives him some defense, especially because he does raise attack and defense on super as well. So that does kind of help him tank a little bit. 2.9 million out. That does help him tank a little bit. Obviously nowhere near as good as the AGL Android 17. But it does help him tank, as I said, ever so slightly. Probably on basics. He'll probably take a bit of damage on super attacks. And of course, when he has type advantage, he should be good. But he also does support as well. All allies key +2 in attack and defense plus 25%. So running these two as floaters on an Android's team, not only will they constantly be coming back round, putting out very good numbers again. Like, don't get it wrong, 2.9 mil, just over 3 million with 1 dupe. On a unit like this, which isn't a Dokkan Fest or an LR or even a side banner unit with an EZA, is still putting out fantastic numbers. And was also a support. And should be able to defend quite well for basic attacks after he super attacks. You know, getting the additional defense plus 120 and raising attack and defense for the turn on super. They're both incredible EZAs. They are honestly both incredibly well-rounded EZAs. And as I said, the numbers that I was seeing on the Android 17 EZA from earlier is honestly insane. His numbers are also very good. As I said, I would really like to see his numbers if he had the same amount of dupes. But I just love how the androids are so like so many units on the androids team just support the whole team. Which just means you're constantly having a bit of extra attack and defense on, you know, majority of rotations if you are taking these units. You know, 13 already supports Android category units. The new 19 Giro are purely Android support units. These, the Hellfighter and the Android 17 EZAs, both support. I'm pretty sure there's an 18 that supports as well. The LR, you know, the LR pullable androids are also support. The free-to-play LR androids also support. You know, one android supports on attack, the other one supports on defense. There's just so much, like, it's like perfect harmony teamwork kind of going on, you know what I mean? But we do have the LR androids, the Fizz LR androids on rotation. So up to 372k attack stat. So I reckon we're going to be seeing like a 3.4 million attack stat, which again, for the caliber of unit, is honestly just insane. These EZAs are so good, and androids, the androids category, I've said it so many times, but it's so true. The androids category has had such a major buff. Okay, no, we're only on 2.9. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? We were on 3 million before I came back in with the other androids. Am I missing something? That's kind of weird. But still, like a 3 million attack stat roundabout is still incredibly good. Still very, very good. Maybe we're missing like an extra attack link or something. That might have been the issue from the Tech 17. But as I said, the androids categories had such a major buff recently. Like again, you know, you've had the EZA 16, who defensively is honestly amazing. Great for SBR and ESBR, but just defensively, just an all-round beast. The Hellfighter and Android 17 EZAs are great. Especially running them together. Then there's also even Android 21. Her EZA is really good. Of course, the major addition of the Dokkan Fest future Android units, who are one of the best TURs in the game. You know, the buff recently to the androids category has actually been phenomenal. You've got the 19 Ninja Row, who's one of the best sidebanner units in the game, also supports androids category as well. It's just, it's an incredibly good category. Incredibly good. As I said, the only thing kind of missing from this video, but obviously I can't really do much about it until we do more summons and I potentially pull more dupes, is to have this Hellfighter 17 on the same amount of dupes, if not, hopefully at some point rainbowed, but on the same amount of dupes as the EZA Android 17. So I'd like to see where his numbers would be sitting there. But I'm impressed, man. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed. I'm going to do one more rotation. In fact, no, I'm going to get this 17 on rotation with them, because I think it may be the attack link, which is what is bringing us lower than the 3 mil that we started with. That's the only thing that I can think of right now, is the fact that it must be an attack link that we're missing that is putting us below 3 mil. As I said, even so, the fact that this Hellfighter 17 on one dupe, by the way, just a singular dupe at 69% in the dupe system, is putting out 2.9 million attack stats, you know, just breaching into 3 mil, is still really impressive. Don't get it twisted. You know, it is less than the other 17s. Again, the parallel would have been different. You know, there would have been obvious parallels. You know, one has 3 dupes, one has 1. But don't get it twisted. The fact he is putting out pretty much 3 milli, just scraping 3 mil, or just scraping into 3 million output on the super, is still phenomenal. Again, for the caliber of unit. So right now we're missing Brutal Beatdown, which I'm pretty sure does give us attack. Yeah, attack plus 10%, but we are getting attack and defense plus 10%, 30%, sorry, from the 13. As I said, I do want to do one more rotation with the Tech 17 on rotation with them. So I think that might be what we're missing. So either two things are happening. One or two things happening. When he gets the additional attack plus 170, when there's another ally whose name includes 17. Actually, no, it can't be that, because the LR Androids has 17 in there as well. I actually missed his attack stat there. So, in fact, we actually see how much he can tank after supering right there. With the less defense compared to the other Android 17. 50k is not bad, you know. That's actually okay. 5 evade coming in. I was going to say one of my theories is potentially maybe the Super 17 doesn't count. But then again, I said in the passive, it doesn't specify. It doesn't say Android 17. It doesn't say Super 17. It just says 17. But then again, the LR Androids would have counted as well, because they do have an Android 17 in the name, which is because it's 17, 18, and 60. So I'm sure it's probably not that, because that just doesn't make any sense. Because it was on that rotation where we had the LR androids on there for the 40% attack to see how much damage he was going to put out, that I actually noticed his attack stat was lower. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it has to specifically be just an Android 17 unit. Otherwise, it would have included that and had the brackets where it's like excluding, you know, with 18, with 16. It just says who's ally whose name includes 17, which of course the LR androids does. But still, nonetheless, regardless, as I said, the damage output is still very, very good. I would like to see the comparison if he had the same amount of dupes as the EZA Android 17. But the Hellfighter 17 EZA is still very good. Of course, they're very similar. They're basically just opposites to each other. You know, one gets additional defense when performing a super attack and gets the attack plus 170 when there's an ally whose name includes 17 in the same turn. And then the other one gets the attack and defense plus 120, but gets an additional attack plus 120 when performing a super attack, and gets additional defense plus 170 when there's an ally whose name includes 17 in the turn. So yeah, we have all links active. I'm going to see if the attack stat is, you know, still hovering around 2.9 million, or if it goes back up to 3 mil. If not, then I'm kind of not sure what happens. Maybe a buck, I don't know. Or maybe it's just that final attack link which has taken us into 3 mil. So let's find out. What's he sitting on? Is it with the Tech 17? No, he's still sitting on 2.9 million. But the first time we went in, we was on 3 mil. Did I miss something? I mean, he's still tanking for double digits, by the way. So you're getting to see, even with like not as much defense as the other one, he still tanks quite well. I know 147k is quite a lot on a super, but this is the penultimate stage on the original Goku event. So that's still not bad in my opinion. So yeah, with all of his links active and the support, you're probably looking at, you know, like a 3.1, 3.2 million attack stat, which is still great. As I said, these EZAs are really good. Really, really good. Androids is up there as one of the better categories, you know. Even his link set is pretty decent as well. As I said, he links pretty much perfectly, apart from one link. With Super 17, they share 6 links together. Unfortunately, he only goes on 3 categories. He goes on Androids, Artificial Lifeforms, Target Goku. The major benefit is a lot of those, apart from the Androids category, obviously, Artificial Lifeforms and Target Goku, you can get a decent amount of Android units on there, so, you know, it'll be easy to fit them in. But both the Hellfighter and Android 17 EZAs are really good. I am thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. It must be a lot of fun to run these on the same team, but do let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you also have a preference. I think obviously just because there's more dupes, I prefer the trench coat one. Plus the trench coat makes him look drippy. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have that much drip. Still a sick EZA though. I said, let me know down in the comments what you think of him, potentially which one you prefer. I'll see you next video, guys, and